point that it's a team effort by the New York Islanders, and if it is a team effort, it's a team effort at being bad, not good.
That's what they want in New York and in Buffalo, the Stanley Cup. Let's go downstairs now to Dave Hodge.
Well, the New York Islanders, who have a 2-0 lead in games, have a 2-goal lead after 2 periods in this third game, and have had the lead pretty well all the way in this series after Bob Bourne's big goal that tied it up shorthanded in the first period of the first game in Buffalo. And the overtime hero of game number 2 is with me now, Bob Nystrom, who has scored 4 playoff goals, and the 3 of them have been very big. 1 to force an overtime, 2 to win a game, and of course the other one to win a game in overtime against the Buffalo Sabres, second overtime period. You've scored an overtime before, I know, but right now this has got to be the biggest goal you've ever scored.
Yeah, it is. You know, when you look back at the old overtime goals and you think, well, hey, they were pretty important at the time, but this is this year, and you know, the ones that I get this year are more important.
You don't get too many in the second overtime period, which always magnifies the importance, I think.
Yeah, that's the first time I've ever been in a double overtime. Our team's been noted for winning in the overtime, and we usually end it pretty quick, but that was a pretty thrilling first overtime, but I was lucky enough to get a rebound up front, and I just stuffed it in.
Bob, a lot of people have said this is a different Islander team than they've seen in previous years, and a word I would like to use is intensity. I don't think I've ever seen the Islanders play with the sort of intensity that we're seeing tonight and that we've seen in previous games. Do you feel that?
I definitely do feel that. You know, we started coming on the last part of the season, and we were playing exceptionally well, and it seemed like all of a sudden we got our enthusiasm, we got our drive, and we really started to go. But I just can't remember a time when we go into a game fearing that we're going to lose, and we go out there with just the want and the will to win.
But some people say that an explanation for this would be a wish to atone for what happened in previous years, but mostly last year, that there was this thing all during the summer about the Islanders lost to the Rangers, and the bragging rights are over there in Manhattan, and you got to do something to get it back. And it didn't happen in the regular season when you had several things happen to keep you down in the standings. Now was the time that you could turn it around. Is that about the way the team has looked at it?
Yeah, well, I spend most of the summer down here, you know, so I'll tell you, I got quite a bit of ribbings, you know, down here from the Ranger fans, and I think a lot of the other guys, you know, heard a lot about that series. But it just seemed like last year, you know, we won the overall, and it seemed like things came a little bit easy for us. And this year, where it's been different, where we had to struggle every game to win a game, and early on in the season, we couldn't win a game. So now we're sort of on a crest, and it seems like, you know, everything we do is coming out all right. But I think that the frustration of last year and realizing that, you know, we weren't the top dog this year, and we're underdogs, and let's go out there and do our best and see what happens.
This has been a physical series, certainly from the Islanders' point of view, yet there has not been any of the unnecessary stuff that sometimes drags games on, and I wonder if you're happy about that.
I definitely am. You know, I think of myself as, hey, I'm not a finesse player, but I go out there and grind it out. But it's so nice to see, like, both teams are hitting really well, and there isn't the fighting. I think that, you know, it was unfortunate in the Boston series where there was so much fighting, and you know, fine, we proved that we're a tough team, but we would rather much rather go out there and just take the man and work hard in the corners and see if we can't come up with the puck.
Prove it this way, and so far you're doing it. Bob,
yeah.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dave.
For game number 2's winning goal. The score at the end of the second period is the New York Islanders 4 and the Buffalo Sabres 2.
ICENET. Dynasties live here.